Hey, what's up? Fan here again, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys another video commentary slash guide, and this time I'm going to be playing the Specialist Sergeant Hammer. Now, even though Sergeant Hammer is classified as a specialist by Blizzard, basically in the competitive scene and by all the top teams, it's viewed pretty much as a ranged assassin pick. So you would think of Sergeant Hammer in the same classification as Vala, Falstad, Tychus, and whatnot. And today I'm going to be showing you guys how to play Sergeant Hammer. I'm going to be showing you guys the most popular and strongest build in this current meta, which is going to be a build focused around teamfighting and mines. Yeah, I'm going to be showing you guys all the little tricks I know about how to play Sergeant Hammer, as well as each of their abilities and traits. So level 1, you want Advanced Artillery, increases damage to long distance enemies by 10%, adds on to your already existing passive, so total you're going to get 30% bonus damage to long distance enemies, which is quite a lot. So I'm going to take the solo lane here. Hammer 1 versus 1 is actually pretty strong. The other instance where 1 versus 1, or where Hammer is really strong, is in a tri-lane, but since I don't think I can get a tri-lane really played well enough in a pub, I'm just going to take the 1 versus 1 here. Now, there's a lot of interesting things when it comes to Hammer. Looks like they got a kill up there already, which is good. I'm going to ping the retreat because that's 5 versus 4, I believe. Yeah, there's 4 people and they killed 1, so that's 5 versus 4. So they should have immediately ran after they killed 1, but it's okay. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm actually going to mine right here, because I know the chest is going to spawn in 20 seconds, right? So I want my mines to be surrounding that. I'm going to siege up here, target the middle creep so the siege splash damage hits all the other ones, and start pushing and get ready for the chest. Okay. So now, once again, I'm going to put zoning mines, and you can see the Falstad walked right into the mines that I set up there. So basically what I did there was I traded inefficiently for his HP, but I'm going to try and tap and come back, and if I do this right, I might be able to kill him. I'm going to come back around this side, and let's see if I can kill him here. He's probably just going to barrel roll out. Yeah. So he managed to get the coins, but what he lost there was the experience from this creep wave that was already pushing. So that was the choice that he made. As you can see, they have 3 kills to our 1, but we're ahead on experience. And that's mostly because he chose to take the coins over like a huge creep wave that was pushing on him. But right now they have 10 coins, so they're probably going to turn in soon. So it's still not a great situation for us. Here I have Z, so I'm just going to try and attack the turret a little bit here. I'm going to siege up in Fog of War and start hammering on the turret here. Alright, the creeps see me, so I'm gonna back off for at least a little bit. See Diablo there. There's actually a lot of people here, unfortunately, so I might be able to get out, but we'll see. Yeah, I managed to get out from that game, so that's good. I'm actually gonna drop some mines because I know they're gonna push. So yeah, back to talking about the skills. Obviously, Maelstrom shells, it stacks with advanced artillery, so it's very good synergy. And just on a ranged carry in general, anytime you have increased attack range, you want to take it because it allows you to stand farther from the fight, which makes you safer, and it also allows you to get more attacks off on retreating targets and whatnot. So very generally speaking, basic attack range on ranged carries is a very good thing to have. Alright, now I'm going to head back to lane here. I'm going to start clicking him. So this is another thing that Maelstrom Shells allows you to do. Your attack range now outranges the other carries. So what you can actually do is whenever they walk up to lane, I don't know if that guy's walking up to lane right now. I'm actually just going to siege here. He's going to have to back off because he didn't have enough HP. But whenever you walk into lane, basically what you can do is you can click the enemy hero and then just click back. So click the hero and then run back, and they're gonna have a hard time dealing with this because your attack range is longer than theirs. So click hero, click back, click hero, click back. Just keep doing it. And you can see how hard of a time he is having with dealing with that. Got first aid. I'm gonna immediately use it because I don't think I'm in danger. I see like 4 people in the top and middle lanes, so not too worried about getting ganks. I'm gonna start pushing here. I'm gonna put some mines in this push. So yeah, I'm gonna start talking about Hammer's basic abilities now and the tricks you can use to kind of abuse his basic abilities. So the first thing is Spider Mines. Spider Mines is a very cheap skill. Like I said, every time it's off cooldown, you should be using it, whether it's to like push a wave like I'm doing right now, or whether you want to put it in Fog of War or just whatever. You know, every time it's off cooldown, try and use it. And yeah, you can see that guy can't trade with me as long as I dodge his boomerang. I'll put some more in here, and now I'm gonna start sieging. So the reason why you want to put mines in like Fog of War is because mines actually die from one shot by any hero. So ranged heroes have a really easy time killing mines if they can see them. However, if they're in Fog of War, then they can't see them. I know there's a fight going on up there, but I really can't go help them because I'm not very mobile with a hammer. Knock that guy away, dodge the hook, and just back up. Alright, so here I'm just going to siege up here to fortify the position if they want to push. Doesn't look like they're pushing, so I'm going to unsiege and start moving again. But yeah, like I was saying, spider mines, ranged heroes can kill them very easily if they can see them, so what you want to do is you want to put them somewhere where they're not easily killed. Usually that's going to be in Fog of War, whether it's smoke fence or bushes, but sometimes, you know, if you're in an open ground, that was a good kill. Put some mines there and try and get the chest going. So sometimes if you're in open ground and you don't have a bush to put your mines in, what you can do is you either put your mines directly in front of the enemy hero, so they have to choose between attacking mines or attacking you, or you just put them underneath your hero, because when you put them underneath your hero, the hitbox of your hero makes it so that they can't actually, you know, they can't actually click on the mines because they're totally underneath your hero. So that's good as well. I'll use first aid preemptively here. We're 10 and they're not 10, which is why I'm so aggressively pursuing this fight. And yeah, so they lost their stitches there. And I'm actually going to use Z aggressively here because I see a good opportunity to kill the Falstad, and that's exactly what we did. And that's another thing that's really important to understand about Hammer. Hammer's Z, most of the time in solo queue, I only see players use it defensively. So when they need to get out, you know, when they need to survive, they use it. However, in competitive play especially, you're going to see a lot of players using the Z aggressively to catch up to like low HP heroes and whatnot. And you can also use Z to like Z in front of someone and then W to push them back into your team. So there's a lot of ways to use Z aggressively, and you guys should be aware of how to do it. Good players will always consider not only the defensive ability of Z, but also the offensive one. Okay, so here, I'm going to put some more mines. Diablo's channel ult is actually unstoppable, so unbreakable, I mean, so I'm not even going to bother using W there. Okay, but we managed to kill him anyway, so that's good. I'm going to preemptively use this, and I'm going to try and zone for this guy, even though he should be zoning for me. No, we're not going to get the turn in, so I'm just going to run away. There's too many people fighting there right now. I'm going to call for them to retreat while I push this lane. Hopefully they actually do it. And yeah, so let's see. Going back to the skill build, level 7 you want first aid. First aid is really good because obviously Hammer is a ranged carry, and much like Tychus getting first aid, the concept is pretty much the same. You know, ranged carries, the longer they stay alive in fights, the more damage they deal, and the better chance you have of winning a fight. So obviously you want to stay alive as long as possible, so first aid's really good for that. Also, you've seen me use it just randomly in order to kind of keep myself at full HP, because it has a very short cooldown, 60 seconds, and you can just use it whenever you need more HP. So, very good skill. Level 10 Napalm Strike, because in this current meta, you know, it's got such a short cooldown and it's got great amounts of damage. It's AoE, and yeah, it's just better than Blunt Force Gun because of the cooldown and the damage right now. Okay, so I was defending their push there. Now I'm gonna rotate up because they seem to be doing something up there. Okay, so they got the kill there, so that's good. I'm not gonna bother rotating up then. I'm gonna push with my giants here. Now level 13, I'm going to get knockback mines. Knockback mines are very crucial to this build. They basically peel for you dramatically I'm gonna use first aid here because that guy's really trying to harass me. And here we're gonna dance around this chest because I don't think I can outright take it. But if I fortify the position first, should be able to. Alright, so I got all the coins there. And now I'm gonna head over here and try and turn them in because I really have way too many coins right now. Hopefully I'll be able to get this in. So yeah, knockback mines, it's really good peel for you. You know, not only do you have knockback mines plus 5 mines at level 16, you also have your W, so anyone who tries to jump on you, you know, they're gonna have a very hard time actually being able to keep on you because knockback mines has mini interrupts, you know, mini knockbacks and whatnot. I'm gonna keep sieging. So now I'm gonna start talking about some tricks I know for hammer. So for the Q, for the spider mines, the way you place it is actually interesting. So it's always going to be perpendicular to your hero, kind of. Let's say I'm passing by this way and I want to place mines, right? Now this is a very big event, so you can easily place it. But let's say I'm gonna come up here. Actually gonna be a fight here, so I'll show you guys later. But here I'm just gonna place the mines in front of my allies to get the most amount of damage done. And here I'm gonna use Z offensively, of course, to deal as much damage as I can. That guy's gonna be dead, so should be fine. And this guy has 18 coins, so I really don't want him to die. I'm gonna place some zoning mines and pretty much guard him while he turns them in. So back to what I was saying about the mines. So let's say I want to put mines in this vent, right? Well, if I'm passing by this way and I want to put mines in this vent, right? It's gonna put them in like this, and you can see only like 2 mines are maybe even in that vent. Maybe none of them are in that vent, right? And the thing is, because that's not perpendicular. So if you want mines into this type of vent, you want to be perpendicular. You want to be facing it in a 90-degree direction. And that way, when you place mines in them, you know, most of the mines are going to be in that vent. So that's just a little trick about mines. Because when you place them like this, you know, ranged heroes are just going to instantly kill them, and they know that there's mines in this vent, so they're just going to avoid that vent. And overall, it's just a really bad way to be placing mines. So just keep that little trick in mind. It's actually very important, in my opinion, to know how to place mines right. Here I'm going to take our camp here. We're pretty ahead, so I'm not too worried about my teammates, and I'm gonna go back in here. So yeah, that's basically all I wanted to say about spider mines. Keep in mind what I said earlier about placing them in like fog of war and underneath your hero, just places where they won't easily die. And in fights, you can place them right in front of other heroes to force other heroes to choose between hitting you or hitting the mines. For the W, Concussive Blast, you can use it to interrupt channels. That's the biggest thing, other than knocking heroes away from you. And you can use it to interrupt like Tychus's Overkill. You can use it to interrupt Nazeebo ults, and Sonya's Whirlwind, and just all kinds of channeling stuff. So just keep that in mind as well. Okay, so here they have 2 dead, we have 1 dead. I feel rather confident about this, so I'm just gonna try and sneak there. Yeah, he saw me, so just kidding. I'm actually not gonna try and sneak it. So back to what I was saying. So that's all I know really about spider mines and W. For the siege mode, I don't know if I've already said this, but basically you want to use it in 3 situations. First one is pushing lanes and structures. It gets 30% bonus damage against minions and structures. Not to mention it also does splash damage, so it's really good for that. Second thing it's good for is doing mercenary camps, because obviously the splash damage is very important. And the third thing it's good for is fortifying positions. Now, what you don't want to do is you don't want to use it in team fights, because you need your mobility in team fights. And this is a bad situation, so I'm just going to W them and get out. You got fishing hook. I was not expecting that. Almost got hit, but now I'm just going to keep dropping spider mines to cover my retreat. I'm gonna come here and do knives. Oh, never mind. He actually knows I'm doing knives somehow, which is really weird. But he won't be able to get me by himself. So I thought they would all just be rotating in the turn in, so that's why I did that. but somehow he knew I was going to knights. Alright. We'll continue getting map objectives here. Points. Okay. Going back to my skill build, obviously level 16 you want Minefield. You can get 3 rotations of mines down in any given game, or any one time. So you can have up to 15 mines down on the ground at any one time. So obviously that's something that's really good and really strong. And here I'm just going to start the mer camp again, because now I have the backup of my team. And it looks like they're actually going for the boss. There's no way I can get up there since I'm Sergeant Hammer, so instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to force the trade. I'm going to go straight up to their fort here and start sieging, because I know they're top right now. So this is a free wall for me, if I can get it fast enough. I'm going to tell my teammates to retreat there, because he's basically 1 versus 5. And right now we're gonna, since I came over here fast enough, you know, they basically have a choice. They can push with the boss and lose their keep, or they can retreat. And it looks like at least one person decided to retreat. I didn't see who it was, but one person is not gonna be able to zone me off because I have mines, and I'm just gonna keep putting them down on the ground here. So yeah, it was Diablo. Okay, he can do that all he wants. I'm just gonna first aid through it, and it's not gonna do anything. And now I'm going to put a second round of mines up there, and I'm just going to teleport back and defend. Okay, level 20 you get Advanced Lava Strike. Advanced Lava Strike is actually insane. Like, the range is, you know, you can see it's basically an entire screen's worth of range, which is really, really good. Tap that well before he kills it. And another thing I didn't talk about Napalm Strike is that there's actually a hidden thing in the game where Napalm Strike does more damage if you're in siege mode. Now that's not usually that useful, but sometimes when you're like in siege mode and hitting structures, it's actually just better to wait until you siege mode up. So I'll show you right now. So you can see non-siege mode, I just did 540 damage to everything, right? But now I'm gonna show you the siege mode damage, and you can see, oh, it's still 540. So that, I think that might have been due to the range not being far enough. I'm gonna try that again. Here. Yeah, try it again. Okay, 540 on non-siege targets, and I'm gonna siege here far away from the creeps, and you can see it's 702 damage to the farther targets. So yeah, I believe Napalm Strike does do more damage depending on whether or not you are sieged. But we're about to get in a team fight here, so. Nova just got picked off, so I'm gonna call for the retreat here. I don't think we can really do this. I'm gonna try and take these camps right now, because they're not gonna notice me. And I'm just gonna poke at them from basically a screen away. Looks like we managed to get the stitches, which was good. And yeah, I'm just gonna continue poking at them from a screen away. I'm actually gonna use mines here because this is where they're most likely gonna retreat to, and just cut them off. Okay, got that guy. Now I'm going to use my Z offensively, try and catch up to the Falstad, and just click him. And yep, managed to clean that up, even though we were down a person, which is good. And now I'm gonna turn in these these doubloons, which I've been holding on to for way too long. But yeah, so looking at the damage charts, you can see I've got 34k, 35k damage, Vala has 38k, so yeah, you know, you pretty much do comparable damage to a ranged assassin. Hammer is oftentimes the highest damaged hero as well, so definitely a very good hero. And once you're level 20, your siege potential is absolutely insane, you know, because let's say I'm trying to target this fort, I can be all the way back here, right, or back here, and I'll still be able to reach that fort. So you can siege a fort from this far away, so it makes it really, really hard for enemies to engage, because they're going to have to engage into you, and if they engage into you, they're going to be running into 10 to 15 mines, right? So once Hammer hits level 20, he's just incredibly strong at sieging. The one thing he does lack is mobility, though. You can see I'm basically walking around the map without a mount, because I don't want to waste my Z in case we fight. Alright, so there we managed to get 2 kills for free. I'm not sure what they were doing there, but whatever. The Diablo had his resurgence up, his passive, so it was only 1 kill. If it was 2 kills, we probably could have just straight up ended the game. But as is, I'm gonna play safe and try and go to the tournament again. Once again, I'm just gonna drop mines here at annoying choke points, and I'm gonna use first aid here just to heal myself back up to full HP. And that guy's actually getting pretty low, so I'm gonna use Z offensively and try and kill him. Alright, so that's the second time he died. And this is basically game over at this point. Yeah. So this is they lost 4 people at this stage in the game. They're pretty much dead. Just gonna siege up here and end the game. So hopefully I showed you guys a little bit about how to play Hammer if you were interested or curious. This is one of my heroes that I do play competitively. I have been playing with teams or subbing for teams like Cloud9 and EG and whatnot, so I have been getting pretty heavily involved into the competitive scene. And hopefully, you know, I showed you guys a little bit about what Hammer can do, how you play Hammer, what role it fills, and other than that, you know, that's pretty much it for today. Thanks for watching, guys, and if you have any comments, please leave them in the comment section below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Other than that, you know, feel free to subscribe to the channel as well. I'm going to be making a lot of cool videos and whatnot in the future about Heroes of the Storm, so definitely do that if you like this video. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching, guys, and until next time.